Alabama about to kick off to get things started. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Wolverines offense takes the field. And here he comes, a man who epitomizes the phrase, the tight end's always open, David.
Yes, he is, Reese, and it's so cool. The tight end position now has evolved so much. You can move him all over the field, and you can really highlight a guy of his ability.
Too big for safeties to cover and too fast for linebackers to cover. This is a weapon they've got to take advantage of.
The offense set for a first down play. Now on the option. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. On the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loss of 2. Brings up third.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Roberts. Quarterback moving. Trying to make magic on the scramble. The expressway is wide open. At the 30. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
This is exactly why nobody wants Jesse Palmer. You want quarterbacks that can do that. Look at him, pick him up, put him down, just chewing up yards. It was supposed to be a pass, now turns it into a huge gain. Jesse Palmer never could do that.
And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll ride his man on the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defensive end understanding football, understanding that I got to keep outside contained. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker on the ground? He's a pretty good athlete to be able to corral him, tackle him right in the middle of the field, and get him to the ground.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Pre-snap mode. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Alabama's offense will go to work for the first time today. These two dudes who both come off the edge can wreck an offensive day, Jesse.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today. If you hold on to the football, you are getting sacked.
Yeah, best athletes on the field are deep.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, of guys that are athletic enough to rush the passer, but physical enough to play the run. It's a fun spot to be in as a DC.
Got a man, it's Zimmerman. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. On the return, it's Loveland. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Dropping back, it's Roberts. He's looking deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. There's a better play there by the defense.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Fires left. He makes the catch. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Defenses throughout the week study every third down situation. You've got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Going over the top. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
You see it in football all the time, right? I get a matchup on the outside. You want to try to play man coverage. I'm going to let my wide receiver try to go up and make a play. A lot of times the wide receiver wins. Not this time.
Pressure coming. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. On the run, fires downfield. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Trying to burn this defensive back. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Slippery slide, find his way, and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? Does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
They'll line up to go for 2. Back to throw, it's Roberts. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can improve. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Michigan.
And the Wolverines will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Guess that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. The offense lining up for a first down play. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. From the gun, running back on the move. Turns it on in midfield. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Alabama pushing the tempo. They're going to ride this running back.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. And the ball is picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Michigan. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. From inside the 15, here's the return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Here comes that Alabama offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. He's a one-man wrecking crew on this defensive front. This is the type of performance that can etch you in Wolverine lore forever.
Yeah, and it's a great lore to be etched in. Obviously, year after year, you see so many dominant guys in the trenches. And this is how it's done. You stop the run first, get them in passing situations, pin your ears back, and go put your name in those record books.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Running it back, it's Loveland. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
After the misfire now on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Roberts. Lost one deep down the right side. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air, and offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Edwards.
Let's give the defense there some credit on third down. They took all the options away, throwing downfield, forced him to check it down to his back in the perimeter, and then they rushed to the ball carrier, showing you the speed, nowhere to go, forcing him out of bounds.
They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Michigan 21.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. And how about that play? Even with the short return, they're in the red zone. They've got it at the 17.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the pummeling has started. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. Motion from the offense. Dropping back, it's Roberts. Finds his big tight end. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes that Alabama offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse? The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. This offense has been suffocated by a sea of maize and blue, reminiscent of what the national champion Wolverine D did in '97, holding their opponents to single digits.
And it's at every level. I mean, just a great job being physical up front, locking down in the secondary. Michigan defenses are always on point. They don't give up silly, stupid plays. They just don't do that.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
He just never got started going forward. A huge loss of 8 on the play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Strong, firm tackle.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. He caught it. And they'll get him down inside the 5, and this offense powering toward a score.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this.
Touchdown, Michigan! And the beatdown has ensued.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Wants to throw. It's Roberts. They're bringing heat. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, there was a golden opportunity for the offense to come away with 2 points there, but he dropped it in the end zone. That's a catch you have to make.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route and hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense...
And the quarterback is snowed under. Well, how about this one? A fun one. These guys came in as underdogs, and they walk out as the winner.
They didn't care they were unranked. That's not what they were worried about. Oh, this team's ranked. They weren't looking at them any different. They were looking to come in and get the W and execute. Great job believing they could come, Jesse, and knock them off.
Yeah, you're right, David. This team came in with something to prove, and they knew they had a national audience that was going to be paying attention to this game. What a great job going out under the lights, big-time stage against a ranked opponent, and really putting their A game out there on the field.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.